suggest that. So yes, we're going to be using a strap, and let me get this ready. So we're going to start from lying down in our backs. So have your blanket or your towel to protect your neck, to protect your head. So just place the blanket under your neck. And we're going to begin with lying down with the knees bent. Just hug yourself a little bit to stretch your lower back. And then slowly release the feet down towards the floor. So the feet are wide as your hips. Your heels are right under your knees. And we're going to place the hands down to your belly, below your navel. Relax your elbows, soften your shoulders towards the mat. And just breathe here. Take a few rounds of deep breath down the belly. Nice, easy breathing, being aware of the inhales and the exhales. Just take your time. Few more rounds of belly breathing. Now slowly bring the arms to the side in T position with the palms facing up, and slowly rock your head from side to side. Gentle movement of your neck. And then slowly return the head back through center. And with the next exhale, guide the left ear to your left shoulder. It's a lateral stretch. You're stretching the right side of your neck. It's like you're trying to touch your shoulder with your left ear. Close your eyes and breathe. And bring the head back through center. Inhale and exhale now. Bring the right ear closer to your right shoulder. Bring slowly the head back through center. Now flex both elbows, place the hands to the back of your head, guide the elbows up to the sky, chin to your chest, and slowly lift the head off the mat, hold it there. And slowly release the head down towards the floor. Bring the arms down by your side with the palms facing down towards the mat. Let's come into a gentle bridge. So we're not going to go high. Slowly, we're going to lift halfway up bridge. And with exhale, we're going to lower it down. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale down. And just keep moving up and down, linking the breath with the movement. Don't go too high, just gentle breathe, mobilizing slowly the lower back, the middle back. And then slowly release all the way down. We're going to rock the pelvis forward and back. So tilting the pelvis, rocking the pelvis towards the heels, And then flatten the lower back, guide the pelvis, the pubic bone towards the chest. Rock, arch the spine, pelvic goes forward, flatten the lower back, pubic bone comes into the chest. And just rock forward and back. Basically, you are arching and flattening your lumbar spine. A few rounds like this, mobilizing slowly your low back. And return back to center. Now pick up the feet off the mat, place the hands to your knees. Apanasana, flex the elbows, guide the thighs into the chest. More lower back stretch, guide the thighs away. Exhale, flex the elbow, thighs into the chest. Inhale, thighs away. And just at your own pace, keep moving, releasing, breathing in and out. Then guide the thighs away, keep the hands to your knees, open the legs out, keep the big toes touching, and bring the thighs in. Inhale to open, exhale to close, inhale to open, to close, and just a few more rounds, gently moving the hip joints, releasing the pelvic floor. And gently bring the legs back through center, lower the right foot down, hug the left thigh into the chest, lift the head off the mat, forehead to your knee. Exhale, release the head down. And from here, flex and point the foot, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Grab your strap, place your strap in the ball of your left foot, and holding from the ends of both straps, we're going to straighten your left leg up. Exhale, flex the knee, lower the heel. Inhale, straighten. Flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Flex and down. Up. Down. Up and hold. So let's stretch first the back line of your left leg. Guide the chin slightly into your chest so your neck is nice and long. And just breathe through the hamstrings, breathe through the back of your left knee, your calf muscle, your Achilles tendon. Just nice, easy breathing. And now holding both straps with your right hand, we're going to swing the legs slightly to the left, slightly to the left and to the right. Just moving from the hip joint. It's not a twist. It's just enough to, again, mobilize those tendons, ligaments, and muscles on your left hip. Just guiding the leg, crossing over the pelvis and slightly out. Couple more rounds. Now we're going to cross your left leg over the pelvis without twisting. We're not lifting the hip off the mat. Keep the left hip down and just cross the leg straight over the hip to get the IT band stretch. Close your eyes and concentrate on the deep breath. And gently bring the leg back through center. Now grab both straps with your left hand and guide the left leg out as you use your upper arm and elbow as a shelf to hold You're holding from the strap, keep the hips even, and work through the breath to release your inner thigh, your inner groin. And slowly the leg returns back through center. Now grab your right foot at both with both hands, hook the right foot in the strap, lower the left foot down, and let's go into flexing and straightening. Exhale, release the heel, inhale, straighten and stretch the leg. Exhale, flex lower, inhale up, flexing down, and up, flex and down, up, couple more times. Getting the leg used to the straightening up of the leg. Now holding straight the leg and breathe through the back line of your right leg now. And now grab both straps and let's, with the right hand, and we're going to swing the leg in a few inches over the hip and out few inches opening the hip. Just remember, it's not a twist. We're mobilizing the hip joint on your right side now. Now cross it over and hold in position. Again, keep your right hip down. Try to keep your right leg straight. Close your eyes and concentrate on noticing your breath moving in and out, especially long exhales. And slowly now bring the leg back through center. Grab both straps with your right hand and place your forearm and elbow to hold your arm, and so it's not in the air, holding, creating tension in your shoulders. We're opening now the right leg out, releasing the inner thigh, the groin, the pelvic floor. Just breathe through this opening. And gently return the leg back through center. Now grab both straps with both hands. Bring the left foot up. Both feet are now in the strap and open both legs out in a V. And bring the leg slowly back through center. Flex the knee, remove the strap, lower the left foot down, hack the right thigh into the chest, and flex and point the right foot. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Bring the left leg up, hugging both legs into the chest. Inhale, lift the head, forehead to your knees. Exhale, head down. Roll over to one side, straighten the top leg. Use both hands to slowly press and walk your hands as we find our way, sitting comfortably. So using your blanket here or your towel to sit on the edge of your mat. So Seated position, Sukhasana, easy pose with cross leg, or you can have your legs straight in front of you if you need that. So let's have the hands to your thighs. Close your eyes for a moment, reconnecting back with the breath. And let's move into a seated position, cat-cow. So bring the elbows by your rib cage, arch the spine, lift from the chest, lift the chin up, open the throat. And as you exhale through the nose, you are going to round the spine, the elbows are coming out, the chin going to the chest. Inhale, elbows in, open the heart, look up. Exhale, round the spine, elbows out, chin in. Inhale, elbows in, open the chest. Exhale, rounding, elbows out. And a couple more rounds. Rounding and opening, flexing and extending the spine. One last round, exhale into the cat. And slowly find your way into the neutral position. Hands to the heart center, take a moment. Concentrate back with the breath. And now interlace the finger. Let's stretch in between the shoulder blades. Round the spine, straighten the elbows, guide the chin in. Take a deep inhale, release the hands, bring the right hand down. Left arm goes up to the sky. Press through your left hip and stretch the left side of your rib cage. So relax your shoulder, relax your elbows, your wrist and your hand. If this is too much for your shoulder, remember you can place your left hand on top of your right shoulder and just release there as you gently arch the spine to the right. Take a deep inhale, slowly back through center, return to neutral position, hands to the heart. Inhale, straighten the elbows, interlace the fingers, round the spine, stretch again. Upper spine in between the middle spine and the back of the rib cage. Coming back through center, lower the left hand down and extend the right arm over to your right ear as you press through the back, the right hip. Breathing, nice, long, deep, and smooth breathing. And gently inhale, return back through center, lower the right arm down, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders forward, down and back, shoulders forward, up to the ears, back and down, shoulders up to the ears, forward, down and back. One more round. Inhale, shoulders forward, up, back and down, reverse, going forward, down and back, neutral position, hands to the heart center. Take a moment here, reconnect back with the breath. Take a deep inhale and let's twist to the right. Left hand goes down to your right knee, right hand behind you. Look over to your right shoulder, take an inhale. Exhale, the chin goes to your left shoulder. Inhale, chin goes all the way back for your right shoulder. And as you exhale, the chin moves to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left and hold. Nice, long, deep breath. Take an inhale, and then the right arm goes over to your left arm, both hands in both knees. Flex the elbows, crown of the head towards the floor. Stretch the back of your neck, upper back, middle back, lower back. Take an inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Keep your right hand into your left knee. And do the crossing of the arms. The left hand goes behind you. Look over to your left shoulder. That's an inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale, the chin goes to your left shoulder. And exhale, the chin goes to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right and hold. Head back through center. Bring the left hand on top of your right knee. Flex the elbows round the spine. And again, chin to your chest. And slowly release and do the arms, open the chest, bring the hands behind you, and do the crossing of the legs. Let's do some windshield wiper movement now. Moving the hips, the joints. And slowly return back through center, drop the legs to one side, and let's find our way to tabletop. Remember, protect your knees. So you have your blanket there handy. And let's have the knees wide as your mat. So let's big toes touching, knees out, wide as the mat, and the wrists are under your shoulders. Big toe touching, knees wide. I'm going to rock back to the heels and forward. Back to the heels and forward. Back to the heels. Forward one more time. We're going to move the hips to the heels. Drop the hips there and gently walk your hands to your left side. So just like to the left side of the mat. Right hand on top of your left hand. Elbows, forehead towards the mat. Release and stretch the right side of your torso. Just breathe here. And slowly walking the hands to your right side. Left hand on top of your right hand, elbows down, forehead towards the floor. Left side of the torso stretch now. And back through center. Let's return to tabletop position. Now the knees are going to come right under your hips. So find your neutral tabletop position, neutral spine. We're going to extend the left leg back and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex, engage the core and bring the right arm by your right ear. Holding position. Hand down, knee down, hips to the heels. Take a moment, child's pose. Relax your shoulders, elbows, and hands and wrists. And gently, let's all go back to center. So here, engage the core. Extend the right leg back. And we're going to do flex and point, right leg, right foot, flex and point, 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 holding position, engage the core, left arm by your left ear, hold, working strength, balance. Breath is constantly moving. Please, please, please don't hold your breath. Hand down, knee down, and let's all move to child's pose. Relax your elbows, soften your forehead towards the mat or towards the floor. And slowly, let's find our way to kneeling position. So from kneeling, let's step forward with your left foot. Right knee moves slightly back. So the right knee basically is not right under the hip. It's a little bit more back to access deeper to the deeper muscle of your iliopsoas. Left knee over to your left ankle, hand to your thigh to move the chest away. And we're going to bring the hands to the heart. And inhale, straighten the knee and open the arms into cactus arms. Open the chest. Flex the knee, hands to the heart. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms in cactus position. Flex knee, hands into Anjali Mudra. Inhale, straighten, open cactus arms. Guide those elbows back, open the heart. Exhale, flex, hands to the heart. Inhale, straighten your left knee, cactus arms. Flex the knee, hands into the heart center. One more time. Inhale, straighten, open the chest. Inhale, hands to the heart. Lower the right hand down to by your left foot. Tuck the toes under your back foot. Lift the knee, high lunge. And we're going to open and twist to the left with your left arm. Exhale, left hand goes down. Inhale, open and twist, same side. Exhale, down. One more time, open and twist. Hand down, knee down, straighten the leg, move the hips back, pick up the ball of the foot. Flex your left knee, lead with the chest. Straighten the knee, move the hips back, straighten the leg. Flex your left knee, lead with the chest. Inhale, straighten and stretch hamstrings. Flex your left knee, flatten your spine, lift the chest. As you straighten, you move the hips back. You flex and you flatten the spine. One more. Straighten your left leg, move the hips back. Flex your left knee, move your left knee to meet your right knee. Let's all go back to child's pose. Take a moment. Concentrate on your breath. Slow your breath down, please. Hands by your knees, press and kneeling position. From here, step forward with your right foot. Pick up the left knee slightly back and hands to your thighs to move the chest away from your thighs. So your crown of the head is pointing towards the ceiling. Let's begin with the hands to the heart, the right knee bent. Inhale, straighten the legs, cactus arms, open the chest. Flex the right knee, hands to the heart. Inhale, straighten, open the chest, guide those shoulders back. Exhale, flex, bring the hands together. Inhale, straighten your right leg, cactus arms. Flex knee, hands in Anjali Mudra. Inhale, straighten your legs, open the chest. One more. Flex your knee, bring the hands together. Inhale, straighten. Flex, lower the left hand down, lower the hands down towards the floor. Tuck the toes under, pick up the knee off the mat, high lunge. Inhale, open and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand goes down towards the floor. Inhale, you open and twist. Exhale, down. One more time, open and twist to the right. Hand down, left knee down. Let's move the hips back, straighten the right leg, pick up the ball of the foot, hamstring stretch. Flex your right knee and lead with the chest, flatten your spine. Flex, move the hips back. Extend the back. Flex, lead with the heart. Inhale, straighten your legs, hips back. Flex your right knee, flat back. Inhale, straighten, move the hips towards the heels. Flex your knee, lead with the chest. One more time. Inhale, hips back. And straight and flex, bring the right knee to meet your left knee. And let's all move back to child's pose. Take a nice break here. Feeling the breath moving, soft, sweet, and relaxed. And moving to table. Now tuck the toes under, please. Let's move to downward dog. Lift the hips, chin to your chest. Paddle the feet, lowering one heel at a time towards the floor. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. The crown of the head is pointing towards the mat and the shoulders are moving away from your ears. Then now walk your hands one hand at a time. Let's bring the hands closer to your feet. Remove the blanket from your mat. And then here in the back of your mat, let's round in the spine slowly, one vertebra at a time. We're going to come to Samastiti, standing position. Slowly, slowly, find your way up. With the feet under the hips. Let's bring the hands to the heart center as we soften the elbows by your rib cage. Close your eyes. Release your breath. And bring the hands to your waist. Let's bring the top of your left foot back and stretch the front of your left ankle and the front of your left foot. Lift from the chest. And then tuck the toes under your left hip and rotate in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. And left foot under your left hip. Now, top of right foot goes back. Stretch the front of your right ankle, the front of your right foot. Lift from the chest. And release. Right foot under your right hip and rotating from the hip joint. And rotating the right ankle, the right foot in one direction. And going into the opposite direction. And then release the right foot down. Bring the hands to the heart. Let's rock into the toes, heels up, hands down by your hips. Heels down, hands to the heart. Rock into the toes, heels up, heels down, hands to the heart. And just keep moving up and down. Bring the hands to the heart and towards the hips, mobilizing the elbows, ankles, calf muscles, and feet. Working a little with balance and coordination. Couple more rounds. Heels up, heels down, bend the knees, hands to the heart, chair pose, holding position. Lift the chest, keep the breath flowing, take a deep inhale, straighten the legs, bring the arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive from the waist. Release, hands down towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. Come all the way up to standing position slowly. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Hands to the heart, take an inhale. Exhale, flex the knee, move the hips, holding position, Ardha Utkatasana, chair pose. You lift the chest, you're not leaning forward. You want the spine straight as much as you can. Activate those back muscles, activate the legs. Take an inhale, straighten the legs, arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive with a nice long spine. Hands towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. Coming all the way up to standing position. Hands to the heart. Take a moment, reconnect back with the breath. Last round, take an inhale, bend the knees, move the hips back, strengthening those legs muscles, the back muscles, hip muscles. Keep the breath flowing. Take a deep inhalation, straighten the legs, hands up to the sky. Swan dive, fall forward, Uttanasana, release the hands down. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Slowly rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. Come all the way up to standing. Guide the shoulders up to the ear, shoulders back and down. Hands to the heart. Keep your eyes closed or gaze towards the floor. Let's bring the attention to the breath again, slowing the inhales and the exhales down. And release the hands down towards the floor. Let's work with our balance pose, tree pose. So I'm going to be facing to my screen. And let's begin with the feet under the hips and the hands to your waist. We'll extend the right leg out to the side, then rotate that heel and bring the heel to the inner part of your left ankle. So the big toes and the toes of your right foot are touching the floor, and you can stay here. This is a balanced pose. Or you can bring that other foot higher, below your knee, or above your knee. Never put any pressure on your kneecap and your knee joint with your right foot. Find a spot where you can focus the gaze on the mat. You can bring the hands together, and you are now in your Vrksasana tree pose. If you like, you can bring the arms up to the sky, your choice. And here, as we're standing in our tree pose, we are constantly breathing in a way that the breath feels that is in control. You're linking the breath with the mind. You are slowing down the breath. The breath becomes smooth, soft, relaxed, yet is alert. When you're ready, release the right foot down. Let's move your left leg, your left ankle, your left foot. Just have some movement there. And let's do the same thing, opposite leg. So now the weight is on your right leg, hands to your waist. Extend the left foot out. Rotate and guide the heel to the inner part of your right ankle. You're welcome. Just pause here. This is your tree pose. You are fine here. Or you can bring that left foot higher, or even higher, never in your knee joint. We know that already. Find a spot on the floor where you can focus your gaze. And then bring the hands together or grow the branches of your tree to the sky. Please be aware and watch your breath. One more breath, please. And release, foot down, and rotating the right ankle, the right leg, the right knee, the right hip. Just give some movement. And from here, we're going to stand on the back of the mat. We're going to go down towards the floor gently. So with the feet wide as your hips, Samastiti. With the next inhale, flow the arms forward all the way up. Nice long spine. Pull the belly in, chin to your chest. Exhale, swan dive in control. At the same time, you release the exhale, you release the hands down towards the floor. Inhale, hands under the knees. Move the spine away from the thighs into flat back. And then slowly fall forward to Uttanasana. From Uttanasana, let's walk the hands slowly to the front of the mat and then move the knees towards the mat, and we're going to come into child's pose. Move slowly, the hips to the heels. Take a moment. Hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest, drop the hips to one side and bring the legs to the front of the mat. Let's find our way to the front of the mat, rounding the spine a little bit here, farmer's pose. Take a moment. And then flatten the spine. We're going to go slowly down towards the mat. Gently in control, with the knees bent, hands to your belly. Take a moment here again just to breathe. Slow the inhales and the exhales down. And then guide the heels under the knees and with the feet wide as your hips. Chin to the chest. Let's work in Vipadapita bridge pose. So let's move slowly. Like pick up the pelvis, lower back, middle back, come into high bridge. Drop the bridge halfway down. Inhale, bring the bridge high as you can. Lift the heels up. Lower the heels down, and the spine goes down. Upper spine, middle back, lower back, sacrum towards the floor. Inhale, lift the pelvis, the lower back, the middle back, high bridge. Exhale, drop the bridge halfway down. Inhale, bring the bridge high as far as you can. Heels up, heels down. Upper spine goes down, middle back goes down, lumbar spine goes down, sacrum towards the floor. Again, inhale, sacrum up, lower back up, middle back up, high bridge. Drop the bridge down, halfway down. Inhale, lift into the high bridge. Upper spine goes down, middle back goes down, lower back, sacrum towards the floor. And guide the thighs into the chest. Release your lower back. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and release. Right foot goes down. Let's place the left foot on top of your right thigh. Guide the left knee away, and then with both hands holding from the hamstring or the shin, IT band stretch again. Neck is nice and long, and you are breathing. And the left foot goes down. Now let's place the right foot on top of your left thigh. Then with both hands holding from the hamstring or the shin, it's time to stretch again, right IT band. And release, and let's come into happy baby. So both knees are flexed. You are holding from the outside of the feet or the outside of the ankle. Try to keep your lower back as flat as you can down towards the mat and the chin to your chest. You can stay still in your happy baby, or you can rock from side to side. Just see what works for you. And slowly bring the sole of the feet together, holding from the feet and the knees are out. This is Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Just breathe. Try to release your pelvic floor. And then let's move slowly the feet together down towards the floor and the hands to your belly. Relax your glutes, relax your inner thighs, soften your abdomen. Release your hip muscles. Now bring the arms in T position. Gently move your head from side to side. Okay, keep the arms on open position and guide the legs, the thighs, and the knees together. Now hug yourself. Bring the thighs into the chest and guide the thighs away into 90-degree angle. Arms in T position again. Inhale and exhale. Just let go the legs to the left. Slowly pick up the head and turn the head to your right shoulder. Hold in your twist. And engage the core to bring safely both legs back to center. Now, as you exhale, you release the legs to the right and the head goes to your left shoulder. Just breathe through your twist. And release, engage the core. Slowly, both legs are coming back to center. Lower the feet down, wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis into high bridge to align your spine. And then slowly release the spine down, down, down towards the floor. Now, feet off the mat, hug yourself, flatten and stretch your lower back. Head off the mat, forehead to your knees. Exhale, the head goes down. The feet are going down, and then walk your feet wide as the mat. Bring the arms in T position, and let's windshield wiper the legs from side to side. The head is going to the opposite direction from the legs. Just the last movement here. Slowly moving. And back through center. Now straighten both legs, turn the feet out, arms away from the body, palms facing up, and you are now in your final pose, Shavasana. So make sure you are super comfortable here. If you need to cover yourself with a blanket, if you need to put socks on or a sweater on, just do whatever it takes for you to be fully relaxed. Your eyes are closed. I'm going to ask you to take a deep inhalation and sigh out, exhale all tension out. Inhale. One more. And close your lips. Now bring the attention to both soles of your feet. And imagine that your feet, the sole of the feet, are being gentle caressed by a warm wave from the ocean. Gently touching the sole of your feet. We're going to use visualization and long breathing. With the next inhale, imagine that that water is gently caressing the sole of the feet, is going to move up to your knees. And as you exhale, the water moves back to the sole of the feet. With the next deep inhale, the water moves up from the sole of the feet up to your hips. Exhale, move that warm water down to the sole of the feet. Inhale, bring the water from the sole of the feet all the way up to the chest. And exhale all the way down to the feet. Deepening the inhale from the sole of the feet all the way up to the crown of the head. The water is moving up. And when the deep exhale, the water is moving down to the sole of the feet. Inhale, move the water up to your chest. Exhale down to the sole of the feet. Inhale, move the water all the way up to the belly. Exhale all the way down to the sole of the feet. Inhale up to your hips. Exhale down to the sole of the feet. Inhale, move the water all the way up to your knee. Exhale, move from the knee down to the sole of the feet and pause. Just breathe. As you let go the body to come into a deep, relaxing state. You are letting go. You are surrendering. Now slowly, please, deepen your breath. Gently rock your head from side to side. wiggle your toes and your feet. And then slowly bring the arms overhead to point the toes, to reach through the fingertips. Grow taller, taller, taller. Take an inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, hug yourself, roll over to one side. Gently pause there in fetal position for a little bit more. The head comes last. Please slowly. When you are ready, let's all sit together with a nice long spine, eyes closed. Soft muscles in the face. If you'd like to join me with rounds of rolling arms at your own pace. Just make sure in between each exhalations when you exhale the Om that you had a nice inhale before the exhale, so you're not running out of air and the flowing of the Om feels relaxing. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale. The hands to the heart center. Feeling the vibration of the sound in the center of your heart. And taking the time here to be with the body, to be grateful to the body, even with the limitations. And take a moment here to notice and be aware of the state of your mind right here, right now. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you have peaceful, sweet, loving thoughts to cultivate in the mind. And may you have peaceful, loving, sweet words to offer always. May our actions always be inspired by love, peace, compassion, and sweetness. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.